Yeah, hi, you're with dear Sinclair, and I'm here with a dear brother Johan from Pau in the Cape, and this is an amazing testimony that took place in Dubai, and it referred to my brother Johan, and I got a phone call, and I heard a young man on the phone who was very emotional, very upset, and he just said to me, pray for Pa, pray for Pa. Pa's collapsed and we're on the beach. And I said to them, but hold on, who am I speaking to? I didn't recognize the voice. And he said, it's Pa Johan from the Cape. I said, okay, what's going on? What's happened? He said, Pa came out of the water and we're walking on the sand. And he said, all of a sudden, Pa just collapsed and he's not breathing. Please pray for him, pray. And so that was what I heard on the phone. And so from there, I said to his son who phoned me, I said, what's happening?
Yeah. Thank you, Des. Thank you for the opportunity and just the privilege to be able to sit here and testify about the miracle working God that we serve, and to have friends like Des and Rosalind that's always available to pray with us. So many miracles that we've shared as a family with them, and on that specific day I just remember I was walking out of sea, and then they said I collapsed.
Wow.
And I stopped breathing.
Yes.
And my eyes rolled over. The kids said, and the boys they called the lifeguards, and the first one couldn't make me breathe again, and then the second one was also trying, and
sure.
They were laying hands on me, and my three sons and my wife, and then I started to breathe, but I can remember very, very nauseous and very unstable, and they've carried me. And I just remember asking, where's my boys? I need them around me. I want to just tell them how much I love them. And that specific morning I received a message from a friend of mine, CJ. And he said he's back in Cape Town up in the mountain, and he's praying for God's protection over our family. And it was a specific message about protection, a voice message that he left. And I even told my wife, it's a bit of an awkward message, why is he not rather praying about us having a nice time together? Anyway, it wasn't a light note, but it was just amazing how Jesus already, as he promised in his word, go in front of us in order to protect his children. And the ambulance arrived, and I was just sitting in that chair on the beach, and I just said, listen, I can feel I'm going. I just felt it felt like I'm going to die, and I was just like someone that want to pass out, and I had this terrible nauseous feeling and this pain in my chest, and I called the boys, and I looked each of them in their eyes, and I just told them, listen, Dad loves you, and I thought, rather say that now than anything else. And then I just said, listen, or Gia said, listen, we need to get hold of Des and Rosalind to pray. And it was just a miracle, because we couldn't phone from there. That the call went through, first of all, and then that you immediately picked up answered the call and started to pray for me. And I remember them putting me in the ambulance, and the one son was also in there, still holding the phone, and I heard Des's voice, and I just remember this calming feeling. And then in the hospital with the first test, the doctor just said, listen, please just put everything on him again, just connect everything. They saw something happened you know, like a heart attack. And then, amazing. In that period, when he came back, he said, well, it's gone. There's the second set of results is showing it's clean. There's like nothing happened. And he said, but they can't trust us. How's it possible that this is the first results and now the second results is not, it's totally different. Sure. And I just said, well, God healed me through the prayers of Des and Rosalind and our friends at the church and our life group and everyone that prayed for us together at that time. And there's just to quickly add that they said that I'm not allowed to leave the hospital unless, after begging them, unless the cardiologist approve that. And I went to him and he said, well, how's this possible? There's the first result, here's the second result. Sure. What do you think happened? I said, the only thing that makes sense to me and that I know that happened is that Jesus healed me.
Amen.
And all honor to God for saving my life, for brothers that's praying with us, and that Jesus is protecting his children.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, Johan, that's an incredible, powerful testimony. And the amazing thing there is, since then, Johan came back to South Africa with his family. I remember him saying they went to all the specialists here in the Cape, and they did test after test to see if there was any evidence of a heart attack or whatever. And the response was from all the specialists in the Cape, they couldn't find anything. They said there's no trace in your blood or anything they could find. Yes. And they just said, you're perfectly healthy. There's nothing wrong with you. And I mean, so God supernaturally intervened and really did a miracle and saved Johan from that spirit of death. But I just want to encourage you, once again, have faith. Don't lose heart. No matter what you're seeing around you, keep your eyes fixed upon Jesus, the author and the perfecter of our faith. And keep on praying and standing and believing. And no matter what's going on, God will answer your prayers. And the key is, as families, there's power in prayer. And as families, if we come together and pray at that very second that it takes place, God will intervene. But also we need to spread the word far and wide. Contact our church, contact our soul. And that is the testimony of this whole thing, that God answered the prayers of his family, the righteous, and God can do the same for you if you will act immediately and put your trust in God first, not in medical science, not in doctors, but in God first. And God will intervene and spare your life and do a miracle before you. Blessings, Johan. Thank you, and be encouraged. Bless you.